Hello everybody and welcome to another unboxing. Yes, we've got more figures. I'm gonna go ahead and say it's a February haul, even though the figures in February are coming in at different times, but whatever. So earlier this month we did get a Skathak, or however you say your name, Lancer. We also are getting this package, which has two figures in it. And there's another one which should be here later today, but I don't want to wait for it. But anyways, included inside this box is probably, it's either my most brilliant idea ever or my stupidest idea ever. But we'll get to that when we get to her. This is a very foxy haul. So yeah, like I said, there's two figures in here. So yeah, it's actually a bigger box than I was expecting. And the post office kind of sent me on a wild goose chase with this one. They, in the, missed delivery slip since I was at work, they actually wrote down it was at the main post office like 2 towns over. And that didn't seem right, but it's what they wrote. So I went there this morning to pick them up, and they didn't have it. So I actually had to go to my local post office where they typically wind up. So yay. Anyways, let's go ahead and get this box open. As you can tell, this is from Ami Ami. So we have an Ami Ami card. This is a pretty nice card. It's Amiko in her yukata, and looks like she's probably at a party or matsuri or something, festival. And she's has some chocolate. She giving you her chocolate. So yeah, that's a nice card. So there is a bonus item, which I'm surprised is that small, but considering how big the box is, I thought maybe that was what was going to make. I thought maybe that was why it was so big. I can really talk. But yeah, you like staring at paper, don't you? You like staring at paper, don't you? So that is why this is so big of a box. It's an oversized box. And of course they're upside down. But yeah, a very foxy order. So, remember I said it's going to be either my most brilliant idea or my stupidest idea? Well, we've got Tamamo! Yes, we do. This is Caster Extra, the plainclothes version, Tamamo no Mai, from Fate Extra CCC. She's 1/7 scale and is manufactured by Flair. She was originally released April 1st of 2016. And then she was later re-released, which is what this one is, February 24th of 2017. And for this one, I paid 10,920 yen, or $100.10. Now, you may be thinking, what's going on? Why is this a stupid idea, or a brilliant idea? You may already know this, but I also have the original one. So yeah, I've got 2 of the same figure now. I don't expect it to be any different because it's just a re-release. But I love this figure so much, I wanted to buy both versions of it. So I did. Since it's basically going to be the same figure, I am not planning on doing another unboxing video for her. So I'll link the original one in the description somewhere, or maybe somewhere on the screen. Who knows? I don't do that very often. But yeah, unless something major is different, I won't do another video. And I really don't think there's going to be anything different. But yeah, it's going to be a weird experience opening a box without having to commentate on it. So The other figure, which is going to be the star of this show that we got today, is Izuna. This is Hakumenkongokyuubi Izuna, or just Izuna. She is from Shinrabansho Chocolate. I've fallen in love with this line. Manufactured by Megahouse and is a 1/8 scale, part of their Excellent Model series. And she was released September 28th of 2015, so a couple years ago, and this is still a brand new figure. So I guess I love these figures, but it's not a popular series. But because it's not a popular series and she's been in stock so long, she was on sale. So she was only 4,980 yen or 45.65 USD. And she comes with a bonus postcard. I think it's going to be inside the box. And then she also comes with a store bonus, which is a B5 illustration sheet. So let's look at that first. Don't even need to cut it open. So yeah, that is the B5 illustration sheet. It's about the same size as her box, a little bit smaller. And I'll be honest, if Izuna was in this pose, I would have bought her day one. Because it's adorable. But she is not. She's in a different pose, and it kind of threw me for a while. Didn't really know if I liked it or not. And yeah, that's why it took me so long to buy her. But I've got, as Asterote, I've got Asmodeus, and then I just got Arcana. And like I said, I've fallen in love with the Shinrabansho line. And yeah, I decided, what the hell, I'll go ahead and buy Izuna. She's cheap, she's on sale, and she is cute. But there's one more, Alma, which, once again, I'm on the fence, wondering, should I or shouldn't I get her? She doesn't really strike me as must buy, and she is $100 or so. She hasn't gone on sale yet, so maybe in the future. Izuna a little bit closer and do a spin around of her box. So here is the front of her box, showing a picture of her and her little symbol. There is the side of the box showing, a bigger picture of her. And the back of her box showing all of her 9 tails and more pictures. And the other side of the box with the window and a full-size image of her. Well, bigger, blown up a little bit. And then there is the top of her box. And plain boring bottom. So yay, that is Izuna. Let's get her open. So yeah, the pose is kind of a little bit stiff, and her face is a little bit, especially her giant eyebrows, but you don't really see them very much. But like I said, that's kind of the reason I held off a little bit. If she was in the pose of the illustration where she's kneeling down, yeah, I would have bought her day one. So on the back of the box is the postcard. It is taped to it, why? So yeah, there is the postcard. It's the same image in the back of the postcard. I won't be mailing this to anyone. I'll probably just stay in the plastic. And there is the inside of the box. You've got her symbol on the back, a couple magic circles, and a silhouette of Izuna, and some information about her. So yeah, that is the box. And this is Izuna in her blister packaging. Yeah. So there is the front of the blister. There is the side. And the back with lots of foxiness tails, foxtails, 9 tails. There's the other side, and back to the front. So she's got a sword and an alternate hand, so she can either hold her sword or have her hand out. I don't know how I'm going to display her quite yet, so we'll look at both options. We'll go ahead and open her up. So, and we'll do her base first. This is a fairly large base, and it's got her fox symbol and pegs for her feet. And it's a nice red and purple color and gold color. It definitely fits the theme of my other three, but it is much larger. We'll pull them up for a comparison later. So her sword comes in two pieces. There's the handle, and then the sword. If it'll maybe focus. Yeah, so it's pretty boxy and square. It is keyed, so it only fits one way, and it doesn't really go all the way in because she is actually meant to be holding it. Here is her non-sword hand. So she's like doing a little pose, probably casting some sort of spell or something. You know, saying, buy me, I'm cute. And the hand is sculpted pretty nicely. There's, you know, the lines on the palm and very thin fingers. They don't look blocky at all. Nice red nail polish. And then we have Izuna. So she's got lots of plastic. Some around her foot. She has some weight to her for sure. I've read that the tails are actually hollow, so she could be much heavier. There's that. And then more plastic back there. And plastic around her ribbon things. Look at the tails. So, I've read that she can stand on her own because her tails are so huge and all over the place. So that's cool. Bring her a little closer maybe. And tilt down a little bit. Yeah, she is cute. She has a clear bead on her chest and clear beads on her toes and on her hair ornament in the back. She's got two more clear beads. And she's got a big ass scroll, bigger than her head, on the back of her head. It is attached. So she kind of looks a little dirty maybe. But then again, it does look like it's just how it was painted. She has a very nice side boob going on, if we can turn her a little bit. Her flesh is very pink. Very pink. There's more side boob. There's her permanently attached hand in kind of the same pose. And there is the hand that is to hold the sword. Looks kind of strange without the sword in it. On her sleeves, she has the little fox symbols on both sleeves. And she has white underwear. Very low rise. And you might be able to kind of see if you look like right in there. I don't know if it's going to show up on camera. But you can see her tail like going through the back of her clothes into her butt. That's how it's attached. Yeah, her skin really is pink. Then if we look at her face, she has very giant eyebrows. But she has a happy face on her. Yay. So let's do the... there's plastic in there. So that's the hand that comes off. Somehow. There we go. So yeah, there's a peg in there and peg hole on this arm. I do see she has some ribs. She's a thin girl. So yeah, there's her hand all switched out without her sword. I think for now, at least, I will display her with the sword. But do a little spin around of her like this. Yeah, not bad. But now we'll go ahead and put her sword hand back in. And it is keyed, so it only goes in one way. And we might as well put her on the base as well. See how stable she is. So there's 2 peg holes on both of her feet. But it's not hard to get them lined up properly. You do have to spread her legs a little bit and kind of force her onto the base. The legs aren't lined up properly. So yay. But there she is on her base. And it kind of holds her tail up a bit too. It could just be she's warped a little bit because she is a couple years old. It doesn't look like there's any front or back to the sword, so it doesn't really matter much how you put it in. Just goes in from the bottom. Oh, and then I guess it should actually go all the way on. That was wrong. And I have read that her sandals can fall apart if you're not careful. So this is a very fiddly operation. There we go. It was a pain to get the sword together, and it probably won't ever come out of her hand now. But that's okay. So we'll go ahead and get her back on her base. Yeah, it's not helpful that you have to kind of twist her feet. But there she is all together with her other hand. But yeah, that's Izuna. She's painted very nicely. I mean, like I said, it seems a little maybe dirty, but that's their shading, I guess. And it's just the color of her hair and everything. She looks good enough. Pretty cute. She has very tall fox ears and 9 tails. They are very flat, and you can see like in the center where they're welded together. They're not separate individual tails. But, it's impressive, and you'll be looking at her from the front, so you won't see that as much. I do see on the one tail there is a little scratch. I think that's just from her sleeve. So that's a flaw. But other than that, like the paint, I don't really see any bleeding or anything like that. I mean, there's not a whole lot of places where it could bleed, but like on her socks, it looks good and everything. So yeah, she looks cute. And just because we have them, I'm going to go ahead and push this back because there's quite a few figures coming up. So there is Asmodeus. And there is Arcana. And the one that started it all for me, Astaroth. So yeah, those are my Shinrabansho figures. Woohoo! Like I said, I think this is a very, very cute and very good line. I really like these figures. But they're not popular, so they're actually, the prices are falling. They're really cheap compared to other figures. So yeah, if you like them, definitely get them. You won't be disappointed, I'd say. And there is Tamamo and Tamamo. And of course, we have the artwork. So yeah, they're the same, just different sizes. Yeah. Anyways, this is basically my February haul. We got Skathach, we got Tamamo, we've got Izuna, and we've got one more coming later today. But she didn't make it into this video. Oh well. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed. I'm out. Bye-bye.